Yo, we back here at Tier Zero again, and I'm with my girl.
Favela Baby, your favorite poet. I don't got too much to say. I feel like I say so much on my page. I don't got too much to say to introduce myself.
Let the numbers speak for themselves. That's what we gonna talk about
definitely
today.
Go check her out. Go check her out. Go check her out.
And you know, I got my boy with me.
Hey, you know what it is. C Swoop from That's Major. We back at it.
So we gonna get into the show today. We gonna talk about latest drops, and then why did you cop these sneakers, and just tell a little backstory. So I'm gonna let my boy C Swoop go first.
All right, so our latest cops. We're gonna do our latest cops today, right?
Okay,
Right.
Okay, cool.
My latest cop would be the Travis. It's actually a women's sneaker, even though no one treats it like a women's sneaker. So you a guy, you gotta go a size and a half up. But these are the Travis Scott olives right there. Low key on a mission to get every Travis Scott. So I think I got three down in the book right now.
Was it hard to get your hands on these?
It was. I definitely paid some resale for them because I'm not gonna, get no fake sneakers. There's people out here getting fake sneakers right now.
Yeah, they is. And I done seen about 1 million girls with these. So I didn't want to ask them if they was real or not, but you know what? How much you pay for them, bro?
I actually got pretty much a deal. It was $7.99, but they going for almost $1,000 for real.
How do you make sure that you have an authentic sneaker?
Well, that's where you gotta trust your source. I go on YouTube. I actually look at the difference in a UA and an authentic sneaker, and I see even if it's something very small, I actually check my shoe when I get it to make sure that it's authentic. But you definitely want to go to sources where you know that they pride themselves on selling you a real pair of sneakers.
Quality.
And with sneakers and trying to check your sneakers, there's a lot of things you can do. You always feel for the bottom. You can always press the shoe and you can tell if it's authentic. You also can take out the tag, and the stitching inside the shoe will tell you a lot about if it's real or fake. And the number one thing that can't fake is the smell. When you smell it, they usually smell like, this smell like a new car. Usually the shoes that's fake, they don't smell authentic at all. So that's a couple good tips to keep y'all up to date on buying real or fake shoes.
Listen to them.
You feel me?
Listen to them. What's your latest cop? Fave.
Some bricks.
Okay.
Can't never go wrong.
You can't never go wrong with a new. You always need. I should have copped 2 pairs. Honestly, that's a rule of thumb. When you get forces, you always got to get 2 pairs. So maybe I'ma hit Edward back up for another pair before I get on out of here. It's just a necessary.
Don't tell them the real name. They don't know all that. I don't know all that. But yeah.
It's just a necessary sneaker. You could dress it up. You could dress it down. It goes with anything, everything. It's a timeless shoe.
Absolutely timeless. And Ed, what you got, man? What's your latest cop?
All right, so my latest cop was the Rich Paws.
There you go.
Nice and clean silhouette. If y'all don't know about these, Rich Paul dropped these about almost a month ago, and these was fire. The texture, the color, the material, and he put a lot of thought into these. And I feel like you're doing it for Cleveland. So shout out to Cleveland, shout out to Rich Paul. And these is a cop. We do got a couple spare pairs in the store. I got Forces and I got the Travis Scott. So,
hey,
you got time, come see me.
You know where you gotta come. No, I love the colorway on that. You don't normally see a sneaker that color. So, hey, Rich did your thing on that one for sure. But yeah, so on our special guest for today, what made you get into poetry and what made you blow up the way you did?
So, poetry. I was like in a super, I guess you could say like dark space in my life, and I was cleaning up my room and I found a notebook under my bed and I took it to work with me. And I didn't know what I was gonna write in it, but I'm like, ooh, a fresh notebook. And on my break, I just started writing.
Okay.
I started writing and it came out a poem, and I still remember it. It was like 3 something in the morning that I wrote it, because I was working 3rd shift at the time. And ironically, the poem was about how I have so much to say, but I choose not to.
Okay.
Deep right there.
And how I was scared to share too much of myself because of how cold this world could be. You know, some regular poem stuff where you in the depths of your despair. And kind of like overcoming that and how I choose to be benevolent even though the concept is no longer relevant. So choosing to be a warmth in this world no matter how people gonna perceive me or treat me. I started blowing up.
Blowing up.
So last year it was my grandma had passed, and I'm like, what am I doing with myself? So I decided to do like my own version of a 30 for 30. I decided to post a poem a day, every day for 30 days straight. And I honestly didn't think anybody was gonna notice.
Okay.
Or pay any attention to it. I thought I was gonna post and going about my business, but by day 30, it was so much reflected in just like the outpour of love that I got from people. And then too, another thing that was so interesting to me is during that 30 days, people would comment and say, keep going. Not even knowing.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I'm like, how y'all know what
I
to
can
tell
see that
me?
now, because that's hard. You did a poem every day for 30 days like that. That sounds impossible almost. So I could see how it picked up
For
steam.
me, staying on motion to try to do something for 30 days straight, that's
Period.
hard. And then one thing I can say, I ain't gonna tell everybody her real name, but you know, Fave. But I remember her telling me back in the day, she was like, oh, this special person wanna fly me out and a rapper, famous rapper wanna fly me out with my poems and they reposted her and everything, but I told her like, you just gotta keep putting out content because your content is fire. And now every time I go on Instagram, I see another female reposting her story. Every time, I'm talking about every day I get on Instagram, I see a female reposting her. So this has been my friend for a long time. I just want her to see her, skyrocket.
There you go. Definitely check her out. So, this is a sneaker episode, right?
Yeah.
And you're a poet, so give us a backstory on, a sneaker that you brought today.
So I brought this sneaker, means so much to me.
First of all, those are hard, for one.
Thank you. I love these. So this
Classic.
sneaker, Air Maxes, with the big bubble.
Yeah, big bubble.
That sneaker means so much to me because like in this poetry journey, it's like a sneaker that I got from doing one of like my first collabs with a clothing store called Exhibition. Friend of mine.
Shout out.
Yeah, a friend of mine, Drew, from the store, he was like, hey, I was just thinking about you. Would you be interested in like doing a poem with Exhibition? I'm like, yeah. So these shoes just mean so much more than just it being a pair of sneakers. It's almost like a symbolic of the journey that I'm walking in. The shoes I'm stepping into in this process. So they mean a super lot to me. They already got a lot of love on them. I need to clean them.
And you did poetry in the sneaker.
I did poetry in the sneaker for the little ad that I did with Exhibition. It just meant a lot to me. It was a big deal for me, to be embraced like that and to really be able to help honor women in the poem that I did for Exhibition. So.
Absolutely.
Okay. Shout outs to my ex family. Shout outs to Drew.
Shout out, Drew.
I came from there, so I know a lot of people over here that's family. And, well, with that being said, I just want to, thank you for coming on the show. And,
Thank you for having me.
Shout outs to my boy Swoop over there.
Oh, always, man. It's all family now. It's all love, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. And with that being said, I want you to close it out today.
You want to be a hero? Shop at Tier Zero.
And we out.
All right.
And we out.